You've obviously coached for a lot of years. You've coached a lot of teams. You've coached against a lot of teams. How good is this team, do you feel like?
Well, this team will make its statement by its production for the whole season. You know, not any speculation during, before, 3/4 into it. Teams are still judged by their overall accomplishments. But they're a good team. They're a great bunch of young men that are playing hard together. But there's been a lot of teams that I've watched over the decades have really good teams. And then come tournament time, one bad game, and then people dismiss their work. And I've always been anti that, which you guys know here. I still think it's the process of our game with the way the tournament is set up is you really have to be fortunate for at least 6 games. So when the season's over, people have their opinions of this team, but I sure enjoy working with them.
Well, certainly isn't the first team of yours to have good chemistry, but it's very noticeable, I guess, to those of us on the outside. How noticeable is it to you, and how important is that to you? Just that they all get along and seem to like one another.
Well, that's fine. I've seen some teams where the players really liked each other and they weren't very good, or they were struggling. Not to say they weren't very good. They weren't having a great year. But as coaches, we don't really look for that hug thing about the team. It's because sometimes when you're stirring the pot a little bit and there's a couple guys on the team that are pushing the envelope, it makes for some good practices. And we had 2 days off, and those 2 practices afterwards, we were a little chippy with one another. But not once they got to the locker room or anything else. But, there were some bodies banging and some things going on, and guys expressing themselves a little bit under their breath. And I thought that helped get us prepared for Illinois. It's if they respect one another, that's the key.